Hey everybody, welcome back. So when we left off, we had we were dealing with a bit of a pickle that we got ourselves into here on Theoden, right? And what we did, we set up dedicated delivery cannons on Novice to send us water, sulfur, and petroleum. Decided against trying to do the oil here. Let's just put this over here. Okay, yeah, don't put it there or anything. So the water is going to be for the condenser turbines that we've yet to make. And in fact, let's try to kick that off now. I guess we could do more than one delivery cannon chest, but let's see. So we want to make condenser turbines. We need evil. Uh-oh. Is that the other thing I forgot to bring here? I think it is. I think that's why we were putting... No, we have some evil. Let's go ahead and... Should be here. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of that. This will allow us to make 15. Nice round number. Oh, we're out of room. Let's get rid of some spare stuff here. Okay, big motors. And glass, which I think we delivered over here. Alright, one more, and that's 15. Put it back. We aren't still requesting water, are we? Be most unfortunate. Oh, we're getting meteors here now? Okay. So, now let's set this to 0. This as well. There we go. And let's tear down... Let's turn... I already have my roboport off, so we can just mark that for deconstruction. This... There we go. Now... So we have 16 on us. Now we are going to turn... Oh, it's already on. 1, nope. 2, 3, and 4. Now, a little confused here. Does that mean that I can't chain these along like this, actually? Because it's going to give me mixed outputs, question mark? Here, let's just do 1, right? And we might have to rethink this whole design now. Because I think it's going to give us a much different... Let's go ahead and put one right there. Let's get a power pole down here. This is going to make 500 degree. Actually, what can a condenser turbine take? Oh, it can take lots of different temperatures of steam. But I think we'll be fine with 500C. That's what I'm used to dealing with. So we need water, as we knew, right? So this thing, just do Right, there's power. We need... Okay, so... as you can see, we're getting water back out of here. Which means we need like a pump channel type setup. Let's control that up here. Let's go ahead and get a tank going. Let's do it here actually. And then we'll say, so that should fill up with water pretty quickly, no? Oh, because this is full of, ah, yes. Well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. There we go. Okay, so we're going to fill that up with water now. And we're going to say, actually, the tank probably should have been after the fact. We'll do one here. And we'll say the condition on this will be if the water is less than 1,000. So where is the water? There it is. So if water is less than 1,000, we're gonna pump, right? And we got 1.2K in there. So now we need to feed the, see, this was wrong. This is confusing the way that I laid this out. So get rid of that. Do this. And now you have, this should have water. This, where do I take the water out? Is it down here? See, it's bizarre because it's not labeled. Like, there's no label on the output. This thing isn't running again. So odd. Okay. Internal turbine steam. What? Output full. What? I'm so confused. Is it because there's no electricity demand right now? Because we have solar panels are working? Here, let's go, I'm very confused right now. I think I saw the water replenish here, so let's see. Go ahead. Let's let this be 100 for now, just for testing purposes. And let's go ahead and... Okay, gave a little puff of steam. Okay. So now it's chewing on the steam that it has in it. It's going. I think it's working. Okay. Now we're just out of steam. Let's go ahead and build a bit of a buffer. Temporary one here. So that thing can get a bunch. Let's see how well this can run this, right? So this thing should be able to... Yeah, we never hooked up the loop. That's part of it. See? like we're losing steam to somewhere, and I don't understand where. Was it this thing? Oh, this is, It was working for a minute there. You had your, here, let's look at 1 minute. For a minute there, the condenser turbine was pumping out the same output that the solar panels do. So it's kind of working. I mean, we need to, of course, route things better, but I think the only thing is that we really don't want this to run when these are running, right? How are we doing on water? Yeah, so now we're using water to charge up our system here. Should get a recycling facility. Big motor and heat shielding. Do we have any heat shielding here? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Add that. Wonder what else I forgot. Okay, so now this is the nighttime steam demand coming up, right? Let's look at 1 minute here. And that more or less held up. I still feel like our steam is going someplace I don't fully understand. Let's go ahead and crank this up. I just don't understand why it's trickling down. We have 400 and dropping. Oh, is it because... Oh, it's going into these tanks. Okay. I didn't realize those were still connected. Get rid of that. There. Now we're going to charge up a lot faster. There we go. Much better. But see, here's the pickle. This thing wants... Like, it has an input and an output that aren't labeled, and that's really messing with me. Like, these are clearly labeled. Water input here, steam output here. Well, we haven't unloaded any more water. So far we're actually holding up pretty well. Of course, we're going to need to get this automatically replenishing, but here, let's look at that. That worked. Totally worked. Although, the part of the problem is that this thing is running its own very inefficient electric boiler at a loss, and that's where I think the latch is going to come in, but I'm a little bit apprehensive about that, because even with a latch on the accumulator, we had hard times with this last time. So the accumulator, if the system has excess, the problem is, even with a latch, and this is mostly for Stiffer, regarding the conversation about putting a latch here, even with a latch, when you are on full solar power and just coming in straight from solar, you have excess. The grid has excess. It knows it can charge that accumulator. When you want to flip over to running off of turbine power, I think it was that the accumulator got discharged at that point. Like, it reached into the accumulator. And maybe I was misunderstanding what was happening. Maybe it's because the steam turbines couldn't keep up. I'm not sure. We can try it again here, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I think what I'm going to do is same thing as last time. We're just gonna run. Ah, this is tricky. Boy, this planet is much more challenging. This arena planet or a moon? You're on a moon. So I think we're gonna do here. Yeah, see, this is running its own boiler is the problem. You have a electric boiler pulling, which is kind of ironic. It's almost like, you know what? See something here. I guess I can't connect a solar panel to a electrical wire. Is there any data I can get off of a power pole? Doesn't look like it. Maybe it would work if you just had enough turbine output to run the whole thing, and it wouldn't do that fluctuation. Because if you have either, right, then it should never, like, if both the solar and the turbines can cover it, it should never dip into the accumulator. What does it take to make an accumulator again? We can make one right now. All right, we're gonna try this again. See what happens. Now, we want to switch on and off the boilers, and see, this is the way this is so closely coupled. We have to pull this apart. So let's go. Tear this down too. Let's just, I know we're wasting a bunch of steam here, but whatever. It's all solar generated. It's just the water that we're losing, and water's infinite, so it's really just the delivery cannon capsules. It's very trivial compared to some of the other wastage that we've done. Okay, so a boiler it doesn't really get what we calculated it can do, right? It can do, we figured out this is like 41 2/3, I think it was. So if a pipe can hold 1200, we'll lowball that so that we're never throughput limited. Let's call this 50, and we're shooting for a we'll do like 20 of these on either side of a pipe, right? That's 10. And then let's set ourselves, uh-oh. Where's my pipe request? And it's in red because we don't have enough. That's not good. We can make those, can't we? Do we even? Probably not, actually. Well. Pipes? Seriously? Did that? Am I missing that many pipes? I don't get that. Seriously. Did I forget to bring that much? Where did they all get used? I feel like I forgot that much. Whatever. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. You can see here that apparently in the last episode I was feeling the consequences. Here we go. 1,000 on the way. Wow. Oh, did not want to do that. Yeah, there we go. Why are you guys going that way? Interesting. Oh, these are provider chests. Wow. Cool. All right, that's going to trickle in. We already got pipes in that thing. Maybe we should get like a lot more. Definitely want some more evil. I think we already did a bunch of this, but just to have it. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna get it too. We have enough in there to do it. Oh. Was that all right here? No way. No. Couldn't have been. Something must have crashed. Looks like, yeah, it was a robot collision, it looks like, because you got these guys hovering with repair packs. Wow. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright. So we're going to do that. Let's, while that stuff gathers, let's go ahead and try to figure this out. Where is the accumulator? Where did it run to? There it is. So we'll put this here. Need a power switcher 3. Whatever, give me them all. So now, I don't even think we need the latch, see, because if both of them can charge this thing, see, no. Tricky, it's really tricky. Because the accumulator, so the solar charges it up, and you say, all right, it's, well, the turbines would charge it up, right? So we're running off of steam power, and the thing says, so you can't know, that's the thing. Unless you had, you know what we could do? We could, if we had a way to destroy energy, basically. So basically, if we isolate a circuit over here, you had one solar panel, right? One accumulator. Where'd it go again? I lost it again. There it is. So you have this thing. And then you just need a way to spend it. Now, what consumes energy constantly? Well, it'd be a radar, right? And I think I have some of those on me. Yeah. We need a radar anyway. So now, and this is actually pretty well balanced because during the day, this will have more than whatever energy. So basically, that's forget the whole turbine thing. We're just gonna go off of this, and then the latch would be useful on this, but it still needs to be isolated. That's what I think we did wrong last time. Here, let's okay, we want to keep those for now, and then we also want some decider combination. Because what's going to happen is during the day, this thing's going to charge up. And then... At night, it's going to plummet. Pretty fast, mind you. See that? Look at that. Gone. Empty. And then when this starts coming back online in like 20 seconds here, because nighttime is so short, this is going to start charging again. So if we just watch that cycle there, what we kind of have to determine here is how, let's see, where the equilibrium occurs. Like, does it occur at the bottom of the accumulators charge, meaning empty rather, or does it occur at fully charged and it just kind of dips down below at night? And it definitely looks to be the former, that it's going to be constantly empty, kind of charge up a bit during the day, and then just fall back to empty at night instead of just dipping down from full at night based on the way we have this set up. Now, we could use a different combination of things here to, like, there are other contraptions that we could use. I'm trying to think. You could tweak this with lights, right? Like those two are not good because they're 30 kilowatts, and that would put you right on the dot for the, actually no, because the output of this is not 330. No, it is, because this is supposed to be 400. 330 is the after the penalty. Where are those regular lights again? This is 5 kilowatts, so those would be perfect for fine-tuning this. If it, so on other planets we can balance it however we need to, I think. Kind of like almost like a knapsack type problem. So anyway, feeling good about this now. I actually think this is going to work. So we're going to say, whenever that thing, let's take note, it should be following this should be identical every single day. We're going to need to wait for another discharge cycle. Let's wait for it to get hooked. Let's wait for it to get there. Right, and then we are going to put this over here. Oh, no. We just ruined the whole thing. Quick. Where's my copper cable? That's fine. I can just tear this thing down. All right. Tear it down, put it back. Empty. Oh, this thing's going to consume electricity as well, but it won't make too big of a difference, I don't think. All right, so we're completely empty now. Let's go ahead and wire up the output there, put there. We're going to say output signal is E for electricity. Or no, you know what? We'll do C for charge. Although C is often count. What's going on here? All right. So yeah, I need to catch another one. In the meantime, let's go ahead and we'll go here. And there you go. Yeah, I need to catch this thing at night. I need to see when the solar panel hits full output-ish is when I want to flip. So we need to see. Come on. And I think it's as a percentage here. Like the signal that we're going to get is as a percentage. So now we're going to watch this carefully. Here we go. When we hit 300, I'm going to flip over and see about where we are to account for reaction time. And all right, we were not even storing it. Oh, right. So basically once there's anything in it at all, we are good to go. See, we might have to use the latch. Let me try to make a latch here. So if I recall, the way you do a latch, oh man, we did this a while ago. I might have to pause this and go look it up again. I think it was 1 second. All right, so the way you do it is you say if S is greater than R, not S is greater than meteor. That was mistake, then output 1s. And the only thing is we might need to power these. We might need to power these independently. Over here on the, let's do this over here. And then what we're saying, what this nets out to be, if you don't know what an SR latch is, it's basically 1 bit of memory. And if it gets the S signal, it'll stick on S indefinitely until it gets the R signal. And the way this implementation of it works is that it says, so at rest, S and R are both 0, so this is false, so you don't get the output. So the absence of S being 1 means S is 0, or it is just 0 on the network. I suppose that's true. When it first gets S, this becomes true, and it outputs S, and it's looped back onto itself with green wire, so as not to actually connect these for red wire networks. And now S, this is a feedback loop that constantly makes this true, and you'll always get that 1S output until you set R to 1 on the input as well, which says, hey, clear that bit of memory, set, and that results in S being 0. So then what I intend to use that for is, well, actually we need one more decider that can. All right, so I did some reading. I took a break. Probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that one. And what we're gonna do is, well, first we're gonna get a bigger power area here. Get rid of this. We're gonna use 3 latches. And, well, not even 3 latches. This one shouldn't be copy pasted. That should just be a plain decider. I'm cutting some footage here where I was really digging into the I was trying to figure this out on the fly and optimizing for, like, well, what if it doesn't kick on at the ideal moment? It's simpler than that. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say on one of these, if charge, not charge, but charge is less than, say, 10%, because it drops pretty quickly, we're gonna output S, meaning set, and we're also gonna kind of overload that and have it also mean steam, meaning we want to be on steam backup. And then on this one, we're going to say if charge is greater than, and it charges slower, so our window there, I think, will be just maybe 10% wide. So we'll say if charge is greater than 20%, because it really shouldn't pass through there for too long. There's kind of this no man's land, which I'll try to figure out. And then we're going to output reset. And so now let's wire this up. And these, of course, are, could have just, yeah, there we go. Now, so let's take a look at this. Right now, this thing is charged, and I might have, charge is greater than 20. We don't want to be on Steam. See, so something, input signals, charge is greater. This thing should say if charge is less than 10, charge is definitely, I'm messing something up here. So right now we should be on Steam. And this is right. You have two input Steam, and it's kind of sustaining itself with the output of Steam equals 1. But now when this starts to charge up in a second here and it crosses over the 20% threshold, which is at 1 megajoule, maybe we should do this at 15 even, because it's just to make it easier to debug. That'll be 750. Actually, we know that that thing's never going to charge that much, so let's even make it crazier less than that. If it gets above, say, 50, which is 1%, and we'll say 5% here. Now this should send a reset. I'm not sure. S is not greater than R, so I've messed something up here. Charge is greater than 5. Oh, that's why. Forgot to flip that. There we go. Okay. Perfect. So this thing's charging up, and until this thing drops back below 1%, although maybe we want to make that like 4%. Let's make it 4. So this is saying, now it's telling us I want to be on steam power, and that's accurate. We have an output of steam equals 1. And we'll check it in a minute here. As soon as it starts to charge up, it should basically, it should tell us, okay, now I want to, well, I don't want to be on steam, so it'll get rid of the S signal. There it goes, charging, and shortly here, this should drop off. Any second now, please. There it goes. It lost one of its S's. There it is. Okay, so that works as intended. We might be a little bit on the low side of things, but the reasoning here, the reason I've selected such low percentages is because it charges very slowly, because there's only, so this outputs 330 kilowatts, this consumes 300. So even at full solar output, we're only getting 30 kilowatts into this thing. But when it's dead, this thing is consuming a full 300 megawatts out of this, so it comes down pretty quickly. And this is good enough. It's probably not perfect. We can make it more aggressive if we want to by tweaking these numbers in terms of how aggressively, if we increase this number here, and also we have to keep this above it, obviously, but if we increase this number here, we'll more aggressively use the steam output. Now, we want to drive 2 power switches with this. And I don't know if they can just be here like this. I might have to think about this one. Let's make ourselves some copper cable. We're gonna need it. So one is going to be to enable the boilers, and one is going to be to enable the steam. And the reason we had to do those separately is because they are kind of mutually exclusive, and a power switch only allows for one state. So this actually, where it is okay. We don't actually need that there though. We can go probably over here. Let's go ahead and I want all my bots to pick that up. There we go. Just because I think that over here we're out of range of the RoboPort, so I want to make sure that we place it. Actually, let me take one. Maybe we go up here with this, because we're going to be, it really depends. If we do the power stuff here, I generally want to keep stuff away from it to keep stuff from connecting to it. And we are closer to the Vulcanite here, so let's, whoops, I'm hitting every key there is. Let's go up here. We're going to go up here, and we're going to say, well, I guess we need to bring those guys up with us too. It's this whole little unit right here. Go ahead and disassemble that. This is kind of our little isolated circuit. Now, the right part of it is not isolated because that always needs power. All right. Probably should launch that rocket off a novice, huh? We have all of our stuff. I feel like we're forgetting stuff. Let's see what else we could get here, because we added all these chests, right? And I guess we never, oh, because I put the wrong kind of inserter. That's cool. That's all right. That's totally cool. Thanks a lot. I guess we had enough. Well, Actually, heat shielding is not required because we have provider chests on the train stuff for that, so that's not required. So it's really just concrete. Did we need more concrete? Now we're going to be waiting for that. Well, what else is there? We brought enough, a lot of other stuff. I mean, hey, fuel is cheap, right? We can always just do it again. Whatever. So, let's get this going. This is going to be substation. It's got to hit right there. And actually, I wonder if that's a good spot for it. Because if you were to paste it, don't think it can. Oh, it can't. No, it can't reach. So you can't do 2 in a row. How many can it hit from the sides? Not enough. Let's introduce a little bit of a 1, 2, like that. And then actually maybe 4. Reasoning being, actually I can hide the, yeah, 2 would have been enough. I don't know why I did 4. Because what we're going to do here is like that. And then just a substation right there. Right there. And right here. Now, let's get our copper cable out. I think we should... How do I... put that there? And then we can put here, we can put copper cable, because I often need that. Actually, doesn't satellite mode have unlimited copper cable? It really does. My whole life is a lie. This is awful. Okay, so power switch. If we're on Steam, we don't want to be running this thing. So we're going to say... Where did those power switches go? Where are the... There they are. So we're going to say... Yeah, that's really gross. Here, get rid of that. We can always do this in satellite mode. We're going to connect it to the network. If... Here, and let's get the red wire out. If... Steam... is equal to 0. And so this should be on. And it's not, because that's set right now. Because it's nighttime. Now it's going to charge up shortly here. And that's when we're going to say, come off of the steam. Right about... So it's going to need to get up to 5. And then this should connect. There we go. Hey, we have steam. Now we have to think about where we're going to store it. So you got this. Wait, let's also like that. Make sure we connect that. Now we're going to need the turbines, but we're also going to need steam tanks. All right, so we need a way to get it out of there. We should have left some room here. Whatever, bite the walls all you want. Then what I think we'll do as we tile this is the next one. We have 2 options. We can either put it side by each, like right here. And if we did that, what we would have to do is move this a level up like that to get a separate dedicated pipe to it. But I don't think that's what I'm going to do. I think what I'm actually going to do here is move it up by 1. Actually, 2. Because if I move it up by 1, these pipes can still touch unless I guess I could make those underground. Yeah, let's make those underground. Let's do that like that. And then... Okay. Okay. So... And now, what I can do is, this is kind of just where it needs to be. And we can bring it over this way. Now, this one can just be underground and underneath that. But the problem is going to be is that you can't this won't span. So let's go back. I don't know what that last undo I did was. I hope it wasn't bad. Let's put back a couple of the good things we did there. Okay. I think we're just going to do this so that it's easily tileable. I think we're going to do it like this. This. And then we'll move it up 1, but over 2. Reasoning being that now when I have even more out here, over 2 up 1, these guys can be put under there and we can do whatever we want with it. So okay, so let's figure out what our steam tanks are going to look like. I don't like the way they balance. So maybe, at least if you do them like in a line. So what I'd like to do is make them parallel. This. And then let's line up, I guess like here. Probably be more compact if I did 4. Let's do that. So let's try to get this more or less centered. So like over here. So we'd say each set of 10 of these drives 4. Nope. Didn't mean to cut that. Electric boiler cannot be flipped because of fluid inputs, right? All right. Well, I guess then we're coming over here. What do we do here? Okay. I'm getting a lot of meteors on Theoden now. Cool. So it's hooked up like that. That's hooked up like that. And then, because I'm thinking if we do the up and over 1 thing, then the next set is going to kind of want to be up 1. It doesn't have to be over 1. Maybe it could be like here. Yeah, that would work, I think. But then where would the... Yeah, no, that would work. So then we'll want to output here. And then let's take a look at... Do we have any condenser turbines placed down there? I think we picked them all up, didn't we? Let's go take a look. Yeah, I picked them all up. So let's get a condenser turbine down here. Ah, yes. Let's see. Consumption 80 per second. So if a pipe is at 1200 and we want to lowball this, we'd want to drive, call it 12 of these off of one pipe to be at 1000. So we could also split that in half. And just do it. I mean, we don't really have to get this perfect. One pipe coming in. So let's do 6 on each side. I actually kind of wanted to keep that there. Leave enough room for future tank storage. Not that we're ever really going to need it. This is more of an exercise for me, like to try to get this right. And so now what I want to do is get, well, it's pretty straightforward from here. We need another power switch. We have the one for this. And then similarly, copy this here. And we'll say, let's get this wire hooked up to pole. Let's get the output hooked up there. And now we want to say if S is greater than 0, if steam is greater than 0, enable this steam network. And so you can see this one's on, this one's off. That's working as intended. And then what we'll need to do, okay. This is all, by the way, this is all just for the fun of it, because we certainly could have just tolerated the day-night swings and it would have been fine. It's more of, you know, to see that we can do it, figure it out. All right. Anything else before? Because then, the last thing we need to do is connect the water, all the outputs of this back to the inputs of this. And we haven't really wired that up yet. So this. And similarly, I think I'll use a similar design here where, I mean, the water, I guess the water output's going to be comparable to the steam because it's 99%, right? Which would tell you that we really need to drive, we can combine these two into one pipe here. Probably ready to launch that rocket by now, right? Yep. All right. Clear them all. And Gore, I hear you loud and clear. I totally should. put a constant combinator there and keep track of what I'm doing, I'm with you. That over there. All right, we're empty. Seems like a pretty lackluster set of things to bring over. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but oh well. That is the wrong silo. There we go. So, oh yeah. Tiny boxes are going to be going here. Did we already get them? Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful pipes. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be water here. And this is going to drive... It said that could drive 20 of these. So this little cluster right here should be enough, I think, to... Nope. There we go. Should probably use a pump there, but for starters, why not? We're gonna forget about this one up here and just leave it for now. Let's see. So you got our water supply there. We need to actually seed it with water and have a monitor like we had set up. Basically a way to... Let's go grab that now, I think. Do we have another one of these? No. Don't on me. Take to make them heat shielding. And this thing needs to come with us. Okay, so we're making another, because I'm gonna need more of these down here, so I don't want to... No reason to grab that one and bring it up. So then if we were going to seed this system with water, we would put a delivery cannon chest down. Steel is going to be an interesting thing. I think we're going to end up... let's build a recycling center at some point, but before we do, let's get a big old warehouse going. 100 concrete, 200 steel. Did I not? Was that the thing? Was steel? That was the thing I should have brought. I should have just brought a ton of regular resources, like normal people resources. That's fine. We have enough steel chests to get by for now, I guess. What about the recycling center itself? At least we only need big motors for that, which we have, and concrete. So let's go. So the recycling center is going to be a little bit more key here than I thought. Big motors, concrete. Wait, if I already have... Where? What is going on here? Oh, because I'm only requesting 0. It should let you override that, honestly. Like, give you a modal. Can I have 100 of it, though, please? Satisfaction. Wait, didn't we launch concrete? I thought I'd... Come on. it was outside of the range of the... All right, well, I guess now is a good time to get why? That's got 4,800 concrete in it. Didn't I request it? I guess I forgot to request it. Whatever. Fine. Might as well grab some steel. And I'm finally going to learn my lesson, I think, and grab other nonsense items. Stone bricks. And what else? Probably just iron and copper too, right? All right, well, while we wait for that, let's continue on our quest up here. Let me add cliff explosives. I know we ordered a bunch last time, but can't hurt to have more. Is that under milli? It is. Okay. Let's go back to the water delivery cannon and set it. Nope, not that one. My bad. Okay, so now if we... And we also need a transmitter, don't we? Why do I have all these packed cargo rocket sections on me? The transmitter. Did I already grab that? Yeah, I got 2 of them. So over here, need a transmitter. And that always wants power. A lot of it, by the way. Diode and cannon chat. And then I want to do a decider and say, this is a tricky one, right? Let's do a storage tank. Why am I messing with this? Let's do a storage tank up here. We'll say if water is less than 1,000, order more water. Or maybe we should just do it off of the contents of the chest. Here, wait, what's going on here? Oh, here we go. Let's do it off this for reasons. Because we could get into it, we could get pummeled with things that we can't store if we back up on... Yeah. So, assembler. This is going to be empty water barrels. Need an inserter to grab them out of here. And we need steel chest outputs. Let's put this here. For the output empty barrels, which we'll deal with. And here we'll say if water barrels, is that one here, is less than, say, 50. Output water barrel. And then we'll connect that to the transmitter. And we should, I think that'll be it. I think we should get some like right now. There you go. And then, how do we want to handle it up here? Maybe... Oh, see, this is such a big system that I get nervous. We'll say, I guess we'll say, put our pump down. So, how do we want to handle this? I think we'll say if the water in that tank is less than 100, because that should keep it seated. Or, you know what, let's not... yeah, I guess that's rough. What we could do, and I think that there's going to be a latency concern here, but what we could do here is if... yeah, I kind of want to have this intermediate tank that is constantly pumped out, and what we're going to say is... same thing, basically, but we'll say less than 1,000 now. And when this whole thing fills up, that will... it'll stop requesting, but that's going to be a while. There we go. No, we don't want this to... no, this is wrong. I think I messed this up. Yeah, this doesn't... that doesn't help anything. Say less than 100. Nah, 1,000. That's fine. And this is all in equilibrium now, so we're good there. So we should have enough. So right now, where is this thing at? It's saying, okay, run us off the steam power. And it's going to do that for a bit. Okay, now as this starts to come online shortly, it should say basically turn off steam, which should enable these. Hopefully. Are these... did I ever hook up that? Yeah, so this is hooked back up. We should have... what are we doing wrong here? What did I... is this is something connected here? This is saying charge the steam, but... I gotta look at this. What is... oh, this is touching that. Okay. try this again. So now it's saying no steam, run these guys. And indeed, we're running them. We're using up water. This should start pumping not too long for. In fact, it should be pumping now. Oh, there we go. So this is saying go ahead and build up steam. We have the opportunity to, right? And yeah, you can see you got a nice, you know, we peaked out way higher. I'm kind of wondering why. Coming down now pretty soon. So this is going to fully discharge. See, we're out of power. Now that's, oh, because, is it because it got fully charged before? Question mark? What? I'm still confused. Where is this getting so much power? Something else is hitting it again. Can't tell what. I'm so confused. How did that thing... How is that charging so fast? There's no way. No way does that charge that fast. That's charging it. That's charging it almost the full... I see. The radar. Now the radar is in range. Okay. Alright, so this should... Whoa! Well, I messed up again. Yeah. Okay, wire got reconnected because I moved the pole. I'm messing up again. What is this hooked up to right now? I'm so confused. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay now. All right. I really think it's going to work this time. There we go. It's empty. This thing should be saying we want steam. We do. The steam is not running. We have to check that out in a second, but it is connected. Why? Oh, because we can't chain them together like this at all. This was totally stupid. Completely forgot what kind of turbines we were dealing with here. So 1, 2, 3. How do we want to do this? 1, 2. That's the same amount, right? Well, that's annoying. Totally forgot that. I'm not used to these condenser turbines. All right, well, and then we said, so this should all be able to be hooked together on the output side for the water. Right? And then let's go down here. Get rid of all this mess. Honestly, either I am very bad at this, and I'm not fishing for compliments, I'm fine with being bad at it. Either I'm very bad at setting this stuff up, or I should do a tutorial on this, because this stuff, man, it gets me going every time. I like that design a bit better anyway. So how are we doing over here? We're discharging. Pretty soon this should flip over and say, hey, you're under 4%. Get on to steam power. It's running. It's working. Had a little bit, see, like right there. Feel like, actually, I think it kicked on at a pretty good point, question mark. I think we did okay. Pretty cool. And we can put pumps here. Let's get that out of the way now. So that, well, do we have to? I don't know if we have to. Probably because we're dealing with tanks, we should, right? Similarly, I feel like we should over here as well. And these should kick on shortly. There we go. And we do have a bit of a miss in our production here. We could make we could raise the numbers here and say, let's get this up to like 8%. And let's get this up to like 7. It just kind of increases the window where we're a little bit less efficient, but it does work. Should be fine. And that should hopefully decrease that little miss window where we're... And actually, kind of wonder, maybe if we... yeah, I'm not sure. See if we got it there. Doesn't take that long to get another data point here. Should drop off shortly. Wow, this is the longest wait ever. Okay, we're almost there. I mean it. There it is. No, I didn't do it. Well, no, actually, no. That point was fine because what you can see is that they're... Yeah, that's actually... I misread that. That's fine because they both add up to... We're doing fine. We don't want there to be too much of a window where we're charging steam battery off of these. I don't know if that happens. I had to think about that some more, but I think we're done. I'm going to call that good enough. So, we have our power situation sorted here. Let's make that recycling plant. We need concrete. I think I already oh, right. We have a rocket being loaded on Novice. Should be done by now. Yep. Those are all relatively high stacking items, so this might take a little bit longer. Launch that rocket. We'll get our recycling plant going. I don't know what we're going to do with the steel yet. mostly it just compresses the barrels because of the stack size, right? So the barrels that you get from this divides this by 10 because you get 1 steel per 1 barrel. Nice. Just makes it a lot easier to hold. And hey, you know, having steel here, it's kind of a nice indirect way to get steel here. All right, almost ready. All right, rocket number 40, let's go. Done. All right, so that should be here shortly. I should get concrete from that, and then, finally, we can turn our eyes back to Vulcanite. Finally. Now, I think we're going to come out here with this and do it over here, maybe. So let's see. We went through this last time. We need to make this. We're going to have stone to get rid of. Thankfully, we're going to have nice big warehouses to put that in. We get crushed vulcanite and 10% enriched vulcanite. Then we need sulfur, which is one of the things that we need to delivery cannon here. We know we're going to do that now. We're already set for that. And then we get enriched vulcanite. And then out of both of those, we take water. So actually that's interesting. Because up here, we have some opinions about water. Maybe we could steal from this. I don't know. Oh, this is full. That's right. This is gonna hurt. Let's get that recycling plant going. Can I please have my concrete now? I feel like... Are we full? Question mark? No, there we go. All right. And now that we have that, we can go ahead and make one of these bad boys. And hey, we're going to get steel out of that. That's great, because I need it. I mean, I could use the stuff that came here, but it'll be more fun this way. There's the recycling facility. We are going to do an inserter. This is going to recycle barrels into steel. And back out. There we go. Let's get this torn down. Actually, I'm just going to request the steel. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the concrete request. I meant 200. There we go. 200. Now we can finally do this. There you go, Gort. Teeny boxes are going away. I wonder if there's a way to... If I just... I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but... If I mark this... Let's turn off my RoboPort. If I mark this for deconstruction... Okay, good. So they do take it there. Great. Boy, those are going to be busy bots. I actually think we have more tiny boxes than we have room for over here. That's interesting. Oh well, we can always make a second one of these, not a big deal. What are we doing over here? We're still kind of behind on this. Do I have any... There's a speed mod 2 again. Advanced circuits. What else? Small motors. Give me some of those. Just want to speed this up a bit. Could always make a second one. That sounds like a lot of work. Are we really going through that much water? Oh, it's because we're charging these up. That's why. That's why. And because we're honestly... No need for that, in my opinion. Why hold that? Just let this regulate it. Your water reservoir is right here. Although this still isn't really keeping up with this, is it? Oh, because during the day, see, when these run at night, they charge this up by turning a lot of the steam back to water. So this should creep back up, but during the day it's getting pummeled. Oh well. Looks like it's darkening up. There we go. Pretty soon. Okay. So see, that charges this up pretty quickly too. There's an interesting resonance that's going on there, and then once that hits 1,000, then this starts backing up, but it doesn't stay out for long. Oh well, it'll get better. Let's go over here and work on this. So where am I even going right now? What am I doing? Who am I? So here's your water and petroleum gas, right? Those are the other two delivery chest things that we need. We could probably do those in the same spot. So let's tear this down now. Don't think clear some of this stuff out. This can go, this can go, this can go. I don't want that clogging up the... This thing's gonna have a backlog to chew through. I lost it. There it is. All right, so we got a delivery cannon chest. Now, this is made at a pulverizer. 1 second crafting time. I mean, that's a good amount that you get out of there, right? 3 crushed vulcanite per. Let's make some pulverizers. Ah, you thought you got me this time, game. Oh, I brought iron plates with me. I'm too smart. So we'll do 4 pulverizers to start. Seems like a good ballpark. We are going to need splitters. Or balancers, I should say. Let's do a 4x4. Turn our RoboPort back on. And seem to recall, I forget where we did it, but we're going to need something like this, so. You could kind of shorten that one, couldn't you? Nope. No, you can't. Oh, well. So we run. We have 7 lanes. So this one is not wired. This one's going over here. There you go. There's some vulcanite on a 4-way balancer. And then, of course, we're going to take 1 belt out of this for now, as we always do. And we are going to use those pulverizers we just made. Let's start with one side of this. So if that was there, up 1, and then room for the inserter. Now, crushed vulcanite. We don't have any fluid inputs or anything, right? So just do this. Now what about feed rate? Every second we need 6 vulcanite. So I think that means that we need 3 inserters like this. And then we get 3 crushed vulcanite, 10% enriched vulcanite, and 25% stone every second. So rather than see what we could do, we could put that onto 1 belt and then sort it. But I actually think I'm going to want to sort it at the... I think I'm going to want to sort it in the inserters coming out of here. The reason for that is that I don't want to accidentally throughput limit myself. How many items are you getting out there? I mean, you're putting in 6, so you're feeding it with 1 belt. And then you're getting... So the way we'll calculate this is, for the percentage-based ones, that's basically 0.25 items out. I mean, that's not that bad. And considering we're feeding it with 1 belt, it should be fine to have it output to 1 belt. So I take back what I said. We are going to go ahead and look up power. And we are just going to have 1 single output belt. We're going to give ourselves some room to do this. In case we side that I mean, we can't get too many more because these take in 6 each. We're currently at 24. If we build one more, we're at 30. We can theoretically handle 2.5 more past that for a blue belt, but we're not doing that yet. So this is going to be fine. And then, of course, we have our joined output for stone, and stone will probably just see, now it's also trickier because you have 3 items you need to pull out of there. And I wonder what happens when you get a recipe that has more than 3. Because I think I know a way to do 3 that kind of sucks, but it works. See what I can do with 3. We can split this a couple times, actually. For now, there's a reason why I'm doing the splitter here. You know what? Yeah, let me keep the splitter because let me show you why I'm thinking that. Let's make some of those filter stack inserters. They're on my hotbar anyway. So my thinking here is that so one of these is stone, right? One of these is the main attraction, crushed vulcanite, and the other is enriched vulcanite, which you get out of there. And so stone needs to go back over this way, and crushed vulcanite goes up straight up to the, well, so that's an interesting one, right? So basically what I think you do here is now we want to make enriched vulcanite, which takes both crushed and enriched. So, and you get 4 out. So my thinking here is that you take these, I guess like this, and the throughput here is gonna be pretty limited by, I mean, it's got a stack size of 6. You can figure whatever the rotation is, it takes time to pick up all the items. So I think that's why I did the splitter here. For now, we'll just do like this. You know what? We won't even do that. We'll just do this. Who cares? And we'll also, for now, just put this here. That'll be our little stone chest. And now you have crushed and enriched vulcanite on belt, nicely sorted into here. Let's go power these on, right? We didn't do any. Oh, and you get 3 point whatever a second out. You actually need 2 inserters to get that on the belt. Think? Question mark? Let's hook it up. Do we have productivity modules on us? Like the 2 variety? Please tell me yes. Please tell me I brought those. Please tell me I don't have to do another rocket. I am troubled. Oh well, there's lots of vulcanite on this planet. Oh, let's see, are we already in trouble? Okay, no, we're backed up on... We might want to do a buffer chest here. I'm not sure. This is going to be tricky, right? Because enriching vulcanite... So we're clearly... This kind of makes a strong statement about what there is to expect here. We are clearly... thankfully, this is very crushed vulcanite heavy. 10 to 1, whereas the recipe for this is actually, this is even worse, right? You have to feedback loop this, because you get 3 crushed vulcanite and about 0.3 enriched vulcanite, so you're off by 10, but over, actually no, that looks like it's should be the exact ratio, but if you get unlucky in the math at all, it ain't gonna work. So you do have to give this a bit of a feedback loop. This gets done in a centrifuge, which I'm gonna guess is another thing that I forgot to launch into space here. Here, let's see. Please. Nope. Totally forgot that too. Let's see. We went through this before and then I forgot. And then this gets me at an industrial furnace. Do I have those? Nope. Well, at least I forgot a bunch of stuff. So this way. All right, Novice. You ready to launch another rocket up to me? Let's see here. We said centrifuges. Well, industrial furnaces. Let's get 20 ought to do it, right? 20. We want centrifuge. Those. Seriously? I thought, didn't we? Oh, did we never get around to doing that in the mall? Yeah, I guess I never actually got to that. I almost kind of, I think I have the materials to make that up here. What about industrial furnaces? We also have the materials for that. I think we, yeah, I'm not going to launch a rocket for all that. That's inefficient. Industrial furnace is processing units. Hopefully we have everything else. I'm pretty sure we do. That we need to do this, right? Give me 100 of those. Oh, there we go. What's the time like on those? On this thing? 10-second crafting time. So we're going to want a bunch of them. Big motors. Heat shielding. This down here is like the corner of shame. It's all the things that I should have already had in the mall and done, but I didn't. I mean, getting 1 a second seems good. Actually, it's not just 1 a second, it's 4. Both enriched and crushed vulcanite. And sand. Actually, 4 a second time, and there's 2 of them. That's 8 a second. There's pretty much, I mean, can only drive like 7 belts. Excuse me, 7 centrifuges anyway, so with a red belt. Okay. So I want to do this all on one side. I don't want to do it on both sides of this thing. So where are those centrifuges? There we go. Okay. And these, of course, also need sulfur. Go ahead and get that. This is grossing me out. 1 second. Let's tear this down and do this the right way. There we go. So sulfur is going to have to come in on that delivery cannon chest here. Take care of that shortly. Actually, that probably is the next thing to do here. But see what I'm thinking. Trying to think of what the easiest way to give this thing. So basically I want to use filter inserters to pull the stuff out and sort it coming out of here. I don't, because we should always have enough crushed. But even so, I'm trying to think, is there ever a circumstance where you could run this out? I don't think so. All right. Decisions. Well, we definitely want it. All right, I think I got this. So what you can do is if we put it on the correct sides of the belt, then you could just merge it back in up here and it would kind of be self-balancing, right? So, and then you can pull the excess off. You can put an output priority. Yeah, I think that that's going to be the way to do it. And then the question is, how do you, so if you had an inserter, filter inserter, put it out like that. But see, if you're going to do it that way, man, that's going to make for a messy set of belts. Maybe we just, the outputs on this are perfectly balanced. You get 4 enriched and 4 crushed always. So tricky. Please get out of my way. What could we do here? Maybe, so, because I don't want to just, so if we did like this and did, this one will be crushed, this one will be enriched, and then did like this. Only problem is kind of come one more out, because if you were going to do this here, what you want is like a merge, right? I think this is goofy, and I think it's really bad for UPS. I'm not sure if I can think of a better way to do this. It's actually pretty tricky. And does this put it on the right side? So we'll have, yeah, this is the correct side, because crushed will be on the right. So when we loop around, and then let's make ourselves a bunch more filter inserters. Why are we so low on those? Oh, circuits. I don't know if this is the best way to do this. I actually would welcome any insight. Feel free to share any insight here in the comments. I would be much appreciated. So by setting the output priority to the right here, I think that think that we're good. Okay, this is kind of gross. The other way that we could do it would be to use underground belts. That actually might be more efficient than splitters, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. There'd be a way to use underground belts that I don't really care to do. It would be similarly messy, I think a little bit less compact than this, so. Okay, let's get that sulfur here. The other thing we're going to need is petroleum, and I think that's for, what, this step? Which is unfortunate because we're all the way up here with our water. Hey, how are we doing on this, by the way? So the water system... Well, our steam battery is almost full here. So that's good. We can always hook up that other one if we want to. Actually, I think that's part of what's cooking us here, right? Is that we are using them both, aren't we? No, that... Oh, no, don't hook it up. No, no. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, so... We're gonna need industrial furnaces. Give me some electric furnaces, please. Need some concrete. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is concrete again? Sandstone, brick, water, and iron stone. Oh no, are we doing another rocket? No. I thought I sent enough. I really did. I thought I sent enough. Oh wow, we have I didn't realize that we would have rocket fuel on both sides of that belt. We have a lot of rocket fuel, so I'm not too worried about this. It's a little gross. It feels a little wasteful, but hey, what are we... Can at least knock a few of these out, but boy, the tiny boxes are more space efficient. Let's look at this, right? This is 6x6, so 36. Now 36 by 48. Let's go do the math on that. Pretty sure it's a heck of a lot more than 512 because each one of these has 48. So, your big warehouses aren't so tough now, Gort. Where did all that concrete go? Are you serious? No way. All right. Oh, well, we just launched this. But we better bring some concrete while we're at it. That's obnoxious. Trying to think. Anything else? Well, we're going to have no shortage of cargo rocket parts. Do we have a silo here? We do. We even got ourselves a silo. We have a delivery capsule. We should have several. Space capsule. Yeah, we have 7. Oh my god. We've launched 7 rockets. Well, maybe a couple of those are on me. I don't know. 7? About to be 8? That's rough. That's real bad. Requester chests? No. Really? Seriously? Wow, that's dangerous. Glad I thought of that. Nope, wrong one. Here. Give. And another round of... I think we automated this, so let's get this here. Just a whole bunch more, everything, you know. Okay, so while we wait for that to load up, for your Vulcanite block, you're going to have crushed Vulcanite, enriched Vulcanite. Actually, this is a very not good design, isn't it? Because this thing uses, you're going to have, when you make the Vulcanite blocks, you're only consuming 1 crushed Vulcanite, but 2 enriched. And then, so the input priority really needs to be on the right here. That was a mistake. Because if it isn't, and this overrides, then you're never going to use up stuff here. You're crushed, because you're outputting equal parts, right? So I think with that priority set, I think we're okay, question mark? Think? Maybe? In any case, the recipe on that again is, got 2 liquids coming in. Well, we can put one down. What does this look like for this? Where are they? Do we have a side that... Oh, and it outputs steam as well. Which... Is there no way to... I guess we could feed it into a steam turbine, like a turbine condenser right over here, right? Just one. Only thing is, I think... that's tricky. How many do you get of that? 4? It's not a lot. So at night, hopefully it cooks it off. Maybe we put this on its own network and make it drive a little radar or something. What do you think? Just as like a, it's almost like a flare stack in a way when you think about it. If we actually, I mean, we have the satellite, so I don't really care about the radar, but the input directions are mildly annoying. But that's okay. We have what we need right there. Probably give ourselves a little bit more room. Be good. Go ahead and... Yeah, I think that works, right? Looks like it works to me. And then, the only thing is, let's grab the steam output on this side. I much prefer this. Then you can just copy this whole thing. Okay. We need power as well, but we can sort that out shortly. Now, this is gonna also... Here, let's move all of this. Nope, not there. There. Because we're also going to need outputs, of course, for... We all came here for... which is Vulcanite blocks. Input. Okay. I think once we hook up those liquids and get the sulfur in here, I think we're looking pretty solid. Okay. It's exciting. Got this down here ready to go. Let's get that delivery. I have that on me? I do. Actually, this is gonna sound weird. I know I built these far apart, but I am going to... Hey, we emptied this out. Oh, this is beautiful. We're finally caught up on this. And look at all this beautiful steel. Here, come get this off me. Get out of here. Alright, so I'm actually going to empty the petroleum right here as well. Now I'm going to bundle the water and the petroleum and run it down together. So... Alright, so that comes over there, so I guess let's bring our petroleum like so, right? Only problem is we do need another delivery chest. That's easy though, except it requires concrete. Oh, man. There was something else that I didn't like. We're running low on just these guys. Let's throw a bunch of... I mean, we can make those. We have plenty of steel. Yeah, forget that. Okay, so we're going to make another delivery chest for the petroleum. Let's, we have the one for the sulfur already. All right. So we should get those things shortly. Let's go place a ghost, right? Be this. This will be petroleum barrels. And the output will be hopping over here. That. It is. Uh-oh. 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 I forgot. Has no destination. Whew, that was close. There we go. Okay, so these should, yeah, we have 20 there already. All right, we got petroleum. And we are loading up on barrels, but that's okay. We're keeping up with our... We're keeping up okay. Should have enough concrete for another delivery chest now. Those industrial furnaces, I need those as well. Can I have them? Did I not just launch a... Oh. Is this thing full already? Seagore? What? Oh, okay. Well. See, that looks like that's connected. I'm sorry. So what do we do now? Give me a stack of concrete. Wow. I didn't realize that was happening. So, let's try this again. There's a delivery chest. And then... So we can do the sulfur now. Now we just need to run... I don't want to waste too much liquids up here. So what I'm going to do is... I'm not going... Well, I'll place like this, but then... Oh, well, my roboport is off anyway, so I can just delete like one of these. Turn it on. All right, so we're going over here. We're going to go past the solar array, and then we'll probably stop somewhere in that vicinity over there. Probably went too far already. Uh-oh. I swear. I hooked it up to the steam. Just force a habit. No. Well, actually, the way I have this... jerk. I need... I feel like there has to be a better way to do this. This is... Yeah. If we did it like this, we can get... No, I don't like that one. See, what gets you is there's no configuration where you can... Yeah, no, this doesn't work this way. All right. That's... See, that's a little annoying to me. That's okay. And let's make sure that we did this right. So petroleum's going to be on the right side. And here petroleum would be on the right side. Oh, and actually, so this actually tiles a little bit better than I thought it did. Because you can just plop this down right here. I think that works. So it's not... It's a little annoying, but it's okay. Okay. All right. So let's just go hook that up now, because I think the last thing we have to do when we're done with that is sulfur. Oh, there we go. We're going to be ripping on this again. It's going to take a while to get those pipes filled up. Oh, well. Okay. So we have all of our liquid ingredients everywhere. That's great. And this is it. Let's get a delivery chest down for sulfur. Now, do we want to put the sulfur right on this thing? I think we can, right? Let's get a decider combinator down. This thing is going to say if sulfur is less than, call it 500, we want more of it. Let's go to novice first to make sure the sulfur gun is pointed at us. Okay, it is. We need a transmitter, which I thought I had. I do. Although, yeah, these are expensive to run, but I'm an expensive guy, so. Theoden cannon chat. How are we doing on power overall? Really not bad. All right, we should get some very shortly here. Still have to put an inserter to unload it. Yep, here we go. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Now, so first it's going to feed itself until it gets backed up on enriched enough, which is okay. That should not take that long because it's equal parts on the output. I think that's okay. Starting to back up a bit up there. That's good. We like that. Stop moving me around. Good. This is good. It, crushed is starting to back up here. All right. Getting there. Making our way back here, so pretty shortly. Actually, one of the shortcomings that I'm noticing about this right now is that crushed is not backing up, and that's because we can use so much of it. Because we're taking 10 and turning it into 4. I don't know if it ever will, honestly. Well, let's see. Why is this one not running? Oh, sand. Oh, no. We forgot about sand. Oh, you jerk. Oh, no. It can't be. Look, and some of these are going to make some. This is a hollow victory. Good. I accidentally built filter inserters here, so it didn't go and give me my bittersweet milestone. That's great. All right. Cool. So sand, right? Completely forgot about that. Well, what you could do is say, this is a hack. This is a real hack, but I think this will work. Oh, this is so nasty. It's so obnoxious that I forgot that. I wish there was a filter long-handed inserter. All right, I'm going to retrofit this, I think. Let's move this guy. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. And this is a bit of a stretch, I think, but yeah, I think this is actually busted because you need to feedback loop the enriched, but you don't want to feedback loop the crushed because you're never going to have enough of it because it needs more than it can produce. I think if I don't input priority this, I think we may be okay. I'm not sure, honestly. It might be that I just need to... Yeah, if anything, maybe we want to input priority the... Yeah, let's input priority the stuff that we mine. Because we always should have enough of that. Alright. So anyway, my idea to solve the sand crisis here is this. So now, well, let's go ahead and for now, I'm just putting all this sand in a big old chest. Gonna be a slight issue with power, but that's what substations are for. Tear these medium power poles that are my way down. Filter inserter. This should be sand. There you go. Okay, and cool. Now we just need substations. All right, let's see how this one works out. This is going to be harder to monitor because of all the underground belts. Are we backing up on anything? Okay, we're backing up on enriched over here. See, part of it is that we just can't. I wonder if it hurts it if I supplement over here. I think this should be fine. As long as there's one of each at the end, we should be okay. All right, good. Now this is backing up. Wait. Sulfur. We never hook sulfur back up. Whoopsie. All right, well, now that it's in this state, let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, we never did put. There it is. 112 hours I've been in this save. Okay, this is promising. I think we're in good shape here. It was a little bumpy getting here, but I think we're doing okay. We seem to be starving on... Why? Hey. Oh, because we are full of Vulcanite blocks, of course. We like that. Let's go get a big ol'... We need to make a big one of these. Just want to leave all this stuff behind. I don't... Oh, I'm doing this wrong. We should drag the right bar all the way over. I wish there was a faster way to say... Like a hotkey I could press on something. If there's a mod for that, please let me know. Like if I could hover an item and say, get rid of it or give me a stack of it, that would be amazing. All right. Wow, those things are fast. That's a really fast production time on that. Ah, the steam. We forgot to move these. Well. There we go. Hopefully that's enough to knock it down. I can't tell. Well, this thing's out of power. Because something doesn't reach. No. Why? What's going on? Oh, because the condenser turbine. Does a regular turbine, can we just use a... Okay, yeah, we can just use a steam engine. Yeah, goofy me. I don't need a condenser turbine for that. There we go. Now, interestingly, at 10 a second, so this recipe only takes a second and gives us 4. So we're actually making 20 a second. And we're not even, well, it can handle up to 30. So let's just throw down some extra radars to help knock this down. There we go. Much better. Oh, I love it. I'm wasting power on purpose. I don't want to hook it back up to the network because I don't think there's a way to prioritize it and say like, hey, you know, use this thing before everything else. I wish there was a way to set power priorities. All right, there we go. We have a couple of stacks of Vulcanite blocks, and that is where we're going to call it. There ain't a more natural place. All right, well, this one was a good one. If you enjoyed watching this video here, let's move up a bit and center this. Friendly reminder, actually, before we give the outro. If you'd like your name immortalized here as a part of the series, please just let me know. Leave a comment either on YouTube or come and say so in the Discord. Any surface you want, Molly, Novice, Theoden, or Space Platform. So, if you enjoyed watching this video, please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. It really does mean a lot to me. It helps the channel a lot. You can also join our Discord. Lots of fun conversations happening there. Also, check out, if you want to, my Captain Industry video that I just posted not that long ago. That was kind of fun to make, and I think we might start mixing those videos into the cadence here. And so, yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Bye.